What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Too Busy, Too Busy, Too Busy Tuesday. Hey, too busy, too busy, too busy Tuesday. Hey, we are back here yet another Tuesday, and I'm super excited to share with y'all. My name is Raffinée. If this is your first time here or first time listening, welcome. So glad to have you. I'll give you a little disclaimer that I usually give about Too Busy. So during this series, I share things that I no longer have time or energy for. So things that I no longer have time or energy for, to those things I say, too busy. Sometimes way too busy. And so I love to give my disclaimer that just because I'm too busy for something does not mean you also have to be too busy for it. So the beautiful thing about all of this is that you get to choose, you get to pick if you also want to be too busy, or if you're like, you know what, Raffinée, I actually have some time or energy for that. Now, sometimes I'll even have a guest here with me, and the same goes. Just because my guest is too busy does not mean you have to be too busy. We really are using this platform as an opportunity to share some of the things that we've kind of learned along the way, that I've learned along the way, that I'm like, I don't have energy for this. I don't have time for this. Maybe I previously was available, and maybe I'm still struggling. Some of these things that I talk about are things that I'm like, ugh, I'm still working at it. And other things are more hard and fast that I'm like, no, absolutely not doing it. Too busy. Now, if you joined me last week, you know that there was supposed to be a special guest here this week, and life happened, y'all. And so my guest had to reschedule, and it's all good. I told my guest, I was like, it's totally fine. We're going to reschedule it. It's going to be good when we do it. I'm not stressing out about it. And that's what I decided my topic for today was going to be, that, you know what, when it comes to being inflexible, when it comes to being like super rigid about stuff, I'm too busy for that. I have no time or energy for being inflexible. And here's why. I have seen over the course of my life that being inflexible has served as maybe a hindrance or a barrier to me being able to achieve or work towards certain things. So there have been times in my life where I have had time and I have had energy for inflexibility. So this is not one of those like, oh no, I ain't never had time or energy for that. No, y'all. I used to struggle with inflexibility, mostly because of the perfectionist in me. So, if you watched this for a while, you know that I've said many times before that I am a recovering perfectionist, because I just want things to be together. I want them to be right. When stuff is all over the place, it just brings up all kind of feelings in me that I really don't enjoy. Yet, that lent itself to me at some level being inflexible in certain areas. And that, I think I learned, was like, this is not really helpful to me because it doesn't allow me to mold and bend to the fact that sometimes life happens. It doesn't allow me to mold and bend to the fact that sometimes people change their minds. It doesn't allow me to mold and bend to the fact that maybe sometimes I'm going to even change my mind. And so I have decided that flexibility can be healthy and can be helpful, honestly. And y'all, I think about it like this. The picture I get in my mind is like having this closed hand. It's like if I have a closed hand, whatever's in my hand is not getting out. And whatever may be trying to get in my hand is not going to get in because I'm holding to this so very tightly. And so I like to think about being flexible as kind of holding this open hand. I'm not holding too tightly to whatever's in my hand, but I got it, right? And the stuff that maybe wants to drop into my hand, I could also catch it because my hand is open. That's what the flexibility allows me to do, to have an open hand, sometimes an open heart, and even sometimes an open mind to the fact that things can change, that maybe something I previously wanted to do, that I don't want to do that thing anymore. And that's okay, that I can be flexible, that life can happen. And I have this beautiful schedule that I've outlined for Too Busy Tuesday that is a nice mix of me by myself and then me with a guest, almost alternating every other week. And that sometimes that schedule is going to get disrupted, and I'm going to be okay. That I'm going to make it, and things are not going to like just globally combust because of life. Life happens for me sometimes. Y'all, listen. There have been times that I have canceled Too Busy. And what y'all probably didn't know, you just see my cute little post that's like my picture, and it's me kind of faded out, and then it says canceled tonight or something like that in letters across it. But what you probably didn't know from seeing that graphic was that I struggle with that. I struggle to cancel Too Busy because I'm like, I said I'm gonna be here on Tuesdays. So I want to be here on the Tuesdays. Now, there are some times when I've been like, I'm going on a break and I'm out for several weeks. But if I haven't said that I'm going on a break, I struggle to cancel Too Busy, even if I know I need to, because I need to take care of myself. Because I'm like, but I said I was going to be there. And that's where this being open and willing to be flexible, or saying, you know what, I'm too busy for inflexibility. Like, you can cancel it Too Busy and it's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. The people are going to be fine. And we don't have to go to worst case scenario, because in my brain, it's like, oh, if I cancel Too Busy, then people going to be looking for me. Then I'm not going to be there. Then they're not going to want to watch next week. Then I'm going to lose viewers, and all of the energy just becomes this spiral. And it's like, ma'am, it's okay. Like, sometimes you're going to need to cancel because you need to take care of yourself, because life happens, because you're tired, because you don't have nothing to talk about tonight. Now, that's rarely ever the case. I have a running list of topics to talk about on Too Busy. But the point is, I've got to give myself that freedom and opportunity to be flexible with the fact that things change and things are going to happen. And I wonder how many of you are out there that are maybe like me, that struggle sometimes with being inflexible. That's like, no, we said it's going to be this, then it's going to be this. Now there may be some of you out there watching or listening, and you're like, I do not struggle. I want to hear from y'all too. Like, drop in the comments what helps you. What helps you to stay flexible, to stay open to the fact that things may change, and to kind of ride that wave or go with that flow as it comes up. I can say one of the things that is really helping me is seeing the benefit of me being open to flexibility. For me saying, you know what, I'm going to reject inflexibility because it seems a little too rigid, and it seems to be a little more limiting than what I want it to actually be for me. I think I previously thought that being more inflexible allowed me to have a greater level of like structure that I could live by, and organization. It was going to keep me. And over time, I started to see that, like, oh, this is a little more limiting because it doesn't allow me the freedom to stick to my schedule if I want to, or make adjustments to my schedule if I want to. And so inflexibility does not have to be completely just loosey goosey, like free for all. I think for me, it is a both and. It is the, at some moments there is structure and I'm sticking to the plan that I had. And in other moments, it is, I had a plan, and for whatever reason, I'm no longer sticking to that plan, and I'm allowing myself to be open to something new, to something different, to exploring other possibilities, to changing my mind about a thing, to life happening, to allowing other people to change their minds about things. And not assuming that that is a reflection of my character or who I am as a human, because I'm choosing to be open to flexibility. Now, that's all I got for y'all tonight. This was just a quick Too Busy, something that was on my mind and really, really fresh that I wanted to share with you guys. And my hope is that my guests will be able to join us next week. If it's not next week, it's coming, y'all. That's what I can tell you. What I do know for certain is that the episode is going to happen, and we're going to talk to y'all about grind culture. And when it comes, it's going to be amazing. So that's it for tonight. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Can you believe it's November? I cannot. Where's the year gone? But it's November already, which means we're gearing up for Thanksgiving. And so whatever the holiday means for you, whether it's an amazing time, a sad time, a happy time, I hope that whatever you're doing, that you're giving yourself space to feel whatever it is that you feel, and that you're giving yourself the opportunity to be flexible and be open to what may be happening day to day, moment to moment, week to week. All right. I hope that y'all will join me next week.